Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. It's Victoria and it is, I believe it's Thursday actually. I wanted to show you a few things I had gotten a lot of shipments in and stuff, some merchandise. Um, I'll have to show you the beads later. I bought a new kind of box when we were at Hobby Lobby because when they did that big clearance out the other, a month or so ago, that I bought a ridiculous amount of stuff. My husband was able to take me out there last week, and they've got a lot of new stuff in that was really nice. My hair looks terrible. I'm so sorry. We're trying to get the house organized to get as I said, the painting and floors and all this stuff. And my husband decided to move over on this right side of me here so he could keep an eye on me because of my passing out and falling and hitting my head on the glass of the table, the cutting board and stuff. So he wants to just keep an eye. So anyway, so I look a little bit of a wreck, and of course I got my PJs on. My heart monitor is still on for I think 2 more weeks. Anyway, a lot going on with that still. Lots of tests. No results yet, so no answers. We don't have answers yet. We're just waiting patiently. Meanwhile, I'm carrying on as usual because this is just not going to stop me, doggone it. I'm not going to stop till I'm dead. So, anyway, lots of orders came in, as I said. HTV Ront made good on my phone press, gave me a new one. And because they had done that, we went ahead and made another order and placed some put chapstick on her. It feels like I have hair or something. Anyway, because they were so kind and fixed it, we went ahead and placed another order for some more supplies and stuff. So I got some more of the little buttons. The little buttons, they have the little pins on those. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. So got some more of those. Lots of film. I mean, gosh, I bet I have over 200 pieces of film at this point because we ordered more. Now I ordered more phone cases. Don't quote me 100%. If you're interested, shoot me a message or leave a comment whether I have the phone case or not. I ordered mostly the newer phones, obviously. So here are the phone cases, and of course it's supposed to wrap around here and what have you. So the new ones are really hard to read, but this is the 16 Pro Max, iPhone 16 Pro Max. I know I got the 17 Pro Max. I think I got the 17 Pro. I think I got the regular 17. And I got, what is the newest Samsung? I used to do Samsung phones. Those really are my favorite phones. But my son said, "Mom, please try an iPhone. It's so much easier for us to FaceTime on there with better quality than going through your Facebook Messenger and stuff." I still would rather have my Galaxy. Anyway, I think it's the 26 Ultra. Anyway, it's the latest of the Galaxies. And it's an Ultra. They did not have the other ones in right now. If you want something specific, let me know. I can order it. The phone cases are not up on the website, y'all. My website is a hot mess. It is not up to date by any means of the imagination here. My husband is supposed to help me get this stuff sorted. And if you've looked at my website, we're a little confused with Shopify I've watched a lot of videos, but we are a little confused. If anybody knows, I would love some tips, because I think I have figured out how to put the shirts now per the video. I haven't tried it, but I know what they were talking about where to go. So I'm hoping I can do it this way and figure out how to just put like one of the color and then do the variances of sizes, because I have been having to individually post them because I couldn't figure it out. I am not computer savvy. You guys know that. My husband is, so he's supposed to start helping me with trying to get these things rolling. Because my website is, I get frustrated with trying to post. It doesn't look nice. It's not appealing, because I'm not going to lie to you, because I don't, I'm not real good at trying to explain what this is. I mean, what do you say, but short of, this is a good quality brand stainless steel tumbler. It gets hot, hot and cold, or this one is only for cold and what have you. I don't want to use on there, and I'm not going to go copy somebody else's wording. So yeah, I've struggled a little bit with that. And then if you use the chat function, the chat GPT thing on the Shopify, it'll give you like a freaking 2 paragraph description of the cup that nobody wants to read. Like, I shop a lot. Y'all know that I shop a lot, especially online, and I don't want to read all that. Now, Shopify makes you pay extra for a lot of stuff, which we didn't know that at the time, which I still think Shopify is probably the better option as far as the online, selling platforms and stuff. But you have to pay extra for like this or that. I forgot, there was one thing I really wanted. My husband says, "Yeah, I looked at that. We have to pay extra for that." I said, "How much is it?" And he told me, I said, "That's crazy. That is really just crazy, because it's already like $40 a month." So when you think about, um, you're trying to run a small business, and it takes a while to build up, obviously. And like, I just did taxes last week, which is why I kind of been MIA on top of the medical stuff. And I was just like, holy smokes, how much money we spent just in November and December, because we didn't get our license till the end of October. And I was blown away at how much money we had spent on supplies. And we've already doubled that, and it's just the 1st of April. Like, wow, we've already doubled that. So I'm blown away. But as y'all know, if I want it, I get to buy it. So it is what it is. So this was just a sample case. This is not beautiful by any means. This is not quality. This was them needing, HTV Ront needing me to show them a design, do everything from head to toe, right? And so I did it fast and what have you. But this was the newer one, so it did do right. The design, see, it has a little white here. That's definitely my fault on this particular one, because it did do the sides, so it did do correctly. So yeah, so they're good. I gotta figure up a price on those. I don't have that done yet. I've really got a lot of work to do. My husband, where he was in a spare bedroom, and my room was my craft supplies. Otherwise, like my tumblers and all. My dog keeps taking my blanket. Um, my other stuff was in the room that used to be my craft room, and so my husband moved back over here. So I'm going to move my supplies, like my thousand. I have over 1,000 tumblers and cups of different things from Stainless Steel Depot. Like, I have like probably 100 dog bowls, even the stainless steel ones. But I also have dogs, so I do, I do want a lot of them for myself as well. But I will sell them and, put designs and stuff on them if you guys want anything, because they're still a better price than you're gonna buy just a daggum bowl anyway. So I'm gonna put all my back up. So we're moving all the shelves in there. So I've got to get all that done. So today I'm kind of sorting in bins so then I can label it on the shelves and organize, and looking at some shelves online to see what I like to spend money. So I'm looking to see if I want some different type of shelves. So I want to show y'all a few things that's going up in case anybody wants anything. I know not a lot's watching yet, but maybe something will strike you that I haven't gotten, like I said, on the website. The reason my shirts look like they do on the website, if you notice, I have the shirts separately, and the transfers on it, excuse me, the transfers different is because personally, I do not want to put a lot of transfers on a lot of different shirts, because I just got this gorgeous color shirt. I bought a whole bunch of these oh my god, these are so comfortable, y'all. They are a thin long sleeve. I live in Florida and I sweat like nobody's business from my health and medicine. But they're long sleeve, okay? They're soft and thin enough that you could wear this and just pull your sleeves up to your like your elbow, right? And just wear it so comfortably with a nice pair of shorts. Or in the winter, well, we first of all, we don't have a big winter usually anyway, but if it's a little cool day, this will keep the breeze off of you. If it's raining, this would be a nice little long sleeve shirt to keep you a little chill off. But it's it's not made for snow days. Let's kid nobody. It doesn't have any fleece or anything. Y'all can see right there. But isn't this a pretty color? It's like I would call it a sagey color, it's just pretty. Um, so I got this. Well, I can't put them there because I've got to show y'all some stuff over there. Now, I didn't know if I was gonna like this color, but let me show y'all. It's gorgeous. Look at this. Oh, I got it wrong side. Nope. Look, it's like a gold color in a weird way, but yet a brownie rusty as well. I mean, it's really hard to describe it. It was listed as gold, but I don't know that I would call this gold personally. I don't know. I feel a little bit like a brown, but a little bit rust. Do you know what I mean? But it's so pretty. It's a really pretty color. So, now the unfortunate of the shirts, they run true to size. This particular brand runs true to size. They only have, I was only able to get smalls, not in every color. There's no mediums, none, except on the mediums. So small, I have extra large, no, I'm sorry, small, large, and extra large. No mediums. And again, the colors, some of them do not have some of the colors. I think that's the only sage that was in the deal, in the box. Nice, heather gray that, we see plenty of these out there, the gray. I want to take them out so y'all can see the nice color. These are, let me see, I don't know, I can't remember this percentage. I don't think, let me see if it's on the bag. I don't think it is. Let's see. It is not. I know that it has cotton, polyester, and nylon in it. Now the percentages, I don't know, but if you want to know, let me know and I'll let you know. I will go out of my way for my customers if If you've been a customer, you know that. I jumped hoops. It's funny, I was watching Crafting with Delonda the other day. If anybody watches her, she's a hoot. I was watching her, and I don't know if it was an old video or not, because it actually kind of rolled over. You know how YouTube does. Now look at this baby pink, this light pink. Y'all see that? This particular one is a large. I think there were two, and I want to feel like it was either a small and large, or it was a large and an extra large. There was only two in the case that I ordered. So not sure. So back to the reason why I sell. The reason I put my shirts on the website the way I do is because since there's only two of these pink shirts, and what if there was a transfer that I only had one of, and you wanted it on a pink shirt, but I had put it on the tan shirt, or a different size than you wanted. So I rather you, which is why I put email me for custom orders or message me in any shape or form, because I want you to have the color shirt, the size of shirt, and the transfer you want. So that's why my stuff is listed separately. Now I am about to post a few made shirts that I've done for other customers and stuff like that, for people to have an idea of what sublimation looks like, what the difference of the DTF looks like, and things like that. But I want you to be able to have the shirt and the transfer you want. So I don't want to make up a bunch of stuff and then you say, hey, I want that DTF. I don't have that DTF. I can get you one, but it's going to take a couple of weeks. Because if y'all are like me and you order something, you want it fast. You don't want to wait 2-3 weeks to get it. So that's my thought. Now, if y'all would rather me put plenty, some up there and things like that so you can have an idea of things. As I said the other day, I had a request to make sublimation videos because people didn't know how to do sublimation or what sublimation entailed. And sublimation is expensive at the end of the day when you have to buy all the equipment for it. I love it. I love it. I'm not going to not do sublimation, but I also love those UV DTFs. And we are looking at purchasing this. This is more, I call this like a tan color. And there is a cream. I guess I didn't set one up here. Hold on, let me find y'all a cream. This is in the bag, but can y'all see the difference? This is the cream and this is the tan according to the thing. So see, it's a light difference there. Well, let's put all three of these together. Now, mind y'all, I have got to fold this and put this back up. But so here are the three see the three, the rusty, the tan, and the cream together. So y'all can get a little visual of that. So I just would rather my customers be happy with whatever they get. Now the UV DTF, I like those on cups. They're nice. But I also love my sublimation looks. So it really just is a choice, right? I want y'all to be happy with what you choose to get. And I don't mind answering questions. Ask. If you're trying to learn something, just ask me. Just because I hadn't made a video yet, I have a list of stuff I want to do for you guys. But between doctor's appointments, my dog's barking, and trying to just keep up with regular business sometimes is a little bit challenging. But I will always get back to you through messaging. You know what I mean? I check my email numerous times. So just a plain white. Now I got that. I think that's in every color, but actually the small didn't have one. Now look at this color. I'm going to show y'all these two because It took me a minute to figure out this one. Look at this. Y'all see that? To me, this is like a purpley or a plum. Maybe a plum, right? Maybe. And then let's look at this. I don't mind my holding them up because y'all know I'm going to press them and fold them nice before I send them out. They ain't going all wrinkled. Look. So, like a maroon and then like this little blushy purple color. It's so pretty. I love it. So I think this is a really nice color. Unfortunately, it's only in small. I don't know why I don't know. I don't know. I did get a teal. I cannot reach a teal, but I'm going to get that up. It's an extra, extra large in the teal. It is beautiful. Okay. Meanwhile, I got some pillowcases. The pillowcases for your couch pillows. Now I have not tried these yet, so I got to sample them before I can get them for sale because I got to make sure I can get it right because I ain't sending out crap. Let me see if I can just hold these up for y'all like this. Let's see if I can grab a handful and just show y'all. Oh, they're falling. Here they go. Can y'all see all these colors? Look at these colors. See? Let me get a little sneak peek of all the colors. Now I got these. There are, I believe it's 20 different colors. So I got these little bags here. Here's a beautiful, a different green. There's this light lime green like, and there's a darker green. I could put your name on this or whatever. But I'm thinking I might do a little grab bag with these. I'm going to do grab bags with all kinds of stuff. I got to get them posted. I got the stuff ready. I just got to get them posted. Okay, so as I got plenty of white and gray t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts. I've got V-neck and round neck. The round necks, I try to get them a little longer. Like I'm not a fan of gilding, and the reason I'm not, to me, this shirt is thick and uncomfortable, and it also has like the neck is too close up for my liking. I have seen they do have some V-necks, but I've not seen the V-necks at a decent price that I can recall. Because I did go trying to find, I actually bought myself one at Hobby Lobby and just to see if I would like it. And I tried it on and I was just like, ugh, I just can't. I don't want to sell that to someone. I'm not going to sell you something I'm not going to wear, but I'm very particular with my clothes. The feeling and how they, ooh, just, I have sensory disorder too, so yeah. Now my favorite place to get shirts, the shirts are expensive. So the only way I could sell the shirt with something on it and what have you would be that shirt would be $30 because the shirts themselves are super expensive. Those are the ones I buy for myself to put my own decals on that are my personal use. The shirts are expensive, the hoodies are expensive, but personally, if it would be a shirt you're going to wear, it's worth the money. I do have some up on my website. They are a polyester, but they feel like cotton. They are like butter. I love these shirts. They're a V-neck. They come in about 5 different colors. They're all up on my website. They're just the most comfortable shirt. But again, because of the price of them, which is, you crafters would be like, you paid what? but they're worth it. And I've bought their sweatshirts and I've bought their hoodies for myself personally because, like I said, they're super expensive. And what I would have to sell them for to even make a small profit would be more than most people are wanting to pay. But I also want to sell quality stuff. Um, and I would rather not have a sale and have a dissatisfied customer than to. I just feel that way, guys. I really am going to be honest. Like the hats and stuff that I did get on clearance at Hobby Lobby, I'm going to say this hat's from Hobby Lobby and I'm not going to sell it for very much because it, I just can't do that ethically. I can't do that. I'm not going to sell you a hat that y'all know I paid $1.50 for on clearance for $15 or $20. I'm not going to do it. It's like that y'all, some of these people, and I know that some of y'all hate me for saying this stuff, but dude, it's like y'all buying Temu stuff and then y'all are turning around and selling it for quality money. That cup's gonna be crap in 2 weeks. And how can you might have made the quick buck, but you're not gonna last the long haul in the game because it's gonna break. It's gonna break. No, I'm not bashing Temu because I bought some stuff from Temu from, myself personally. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty interesting because they do have some interesting looking stuff, and I bought it. Let me see what that looks like, and then I'm like, okay, no, that sucks. It goes both ways. You can get some good stuff, you some bad stuff. I mean, there are some decent stuff. So, um, I bought some that I know darn well came from Temu off somebody from Poshmark. When I was first starting supplemation, I was like, I don't know where to start yet. I'm just going to buy me this. I think she had 6 of them, 6 tumblers, and I bought those from her. Then when I got them and they were crap warmed over and wouldn't supplement properly, I was like, oh, these must have been Temu. So then I'm looking at the box and I'm doing all this stuff and I'm going, oh yeah, they had to be Temu. But shopping bags, like, our bags that we ship in and stuff like that, hey, why not buy them at Temu if they're cheaper? Just go, I'm not knocking doing something like that, but don't buy your shirts from there. Don't buy your quality stuff. I mean, if y'all bought something that's really good quality, I'd like to know. I'm interested. I'm interested for me buying it for gifts and stuff because I do a lot of stuff for friends and family and things like. I would be interested in seeing what it would do like that, but I couldn't sell it to somebody and lie because I'm gonna tell y'all what happened the other day. I know y'all hate when I ramble, but y'all just have to get used to it with me talking. I am in talks with a gentleman about editing my videos, by the way, so y'all know. My husband says now that he's back in here, he can help too, but I want to share a little funny. Actually, too funny is I just thought of another one. Um, there was a lady that was selling in a group. What are they called? What are they called? The molds for resin. And I thought they looked like they came from Temu. I thought they did. And so I said to her specifically, hi, how are you, in the text message. And I said, I'm interested in your molds, but I have a question. Please don't take offense, but I was wondering if they were from Temu. And I proceeded to say that I wasn't interested if they were from Temu, but if they were not, that I would take all of them. And so she said, well, the ones that are so and so were from Temu, but the other ones were from Less Resin. If y'all don't know that company, that's a good company for resin, from my understanding, because y'all know I hadn't got started with it. 100% yet. I've tinkered a little bit, but anyway, um, so she tells me that the pink ones, pink colored ones, were from Temu, but the white ones from Less Resin. So I bought all the white ones. They come in the mail about 4 or 5 days later. They were from Temu. I was not happy because of how much I spent, and I specifically asked her, were they from Temu, and she lied to me. Now, was that her fault? A little bit, but was it my fault? Yes, it was, because I should not, maybe I just shouldn't have bought from somebody trying to help them out, because she posted that she needed money desperately for a situation she was in. Did the same thing to help a girl with some DTFs or UV DTFs. Can't remember, one of them. They were garbage. So sometimes you can't just help people because you're trying to be kind-hearted, and they're selling something. They're trying to sell because they need money fast, because you don't know what you're going to get. And unfortunately, I have a big heart, but I won't do it again. I will not do that again, because personally, I would have rather just donated the money to somebody or to them than them to lie to me and give me crap stuff that I can't use. Like, I would rather just donated money towards the situation they were under. And, it is what it is. But sometimes you just can't trust what people are going to say. So I won't, for my customers, I won't do that again. I won't. And by the way, the molds were crap. They were cheaply made, and I wouldn't even be sure they wouldn't leak. So I wouldn't try them. I'm not wasting y'all know resin it's not cheap. I ain't playing with it. I ain't even gonna bother. Speaking of my little resin, y'all, I got my lap full. My floor over here is full of boxes. I've got to sort. I don't know about what y'all do, but those black totes with the yellow lids, I have so many of them with all my merchandise in them. Look at this here. I got these little bowls. They're resin or epoxy bowls. It came with the bowl. This little spreader thing. I have never seen one quite like this, but a spreader thing. And 2 of these came in one of the little kits. I think I bought 5 of these. This is one of my suppliers. They were having a sale. Listen, I know those sales, and I hit them hard. I'm going to show y'all 2 more things, and we're going to call this 2 more things. Oh, I'm going to tell y'all a little funny. Let me tell y'all a little funny story while I'm pulling this out. Y'all know I go to Hobby Lobby all the time. And, we've been in this house for 10 years, so I've been going for 10 years, and there's probably 5 or 6 women that still work there that's been there the whole 10 years, so they know me really well. Like, they know me to come in there, and when it's clearance, to have 3, 4. We have had up to 10 buggies full, running over, especially Christmas clearance, running over. Put the 10 carts in the car and go back in and redo it, or I will check out, and then my husband will put it in the car while I go back and get some more. Yeah, crazy. They know me. I'm crazy. Well, y'all know that I bought all the clearance jewelry from our local store. So today, their Easter went 75% off. Well, my husband took me up there 2 days ago, and I was looking at the new stuff they got. Let me show you. I was going to show you that I had got me a new one of these that was on sale. So Home Depot, y'all know Stainless Steel Depot, same thing. I get my cups and stuff from there. They had a big sale the other day on a couple of things, and I went ahead and picked me up another one of these. So anyway, their Easter went he took me 2 days ago. Well, it was 66%. So I was like, man, that's still $11 a piece for those runners. I'm gonna wait till it goes down some more. Well, if y'all are a big Hobby Lobbyer like I am, used to the day after the holiday, it was 90% off. Well, they changed that 2 years ago. They changed a little bit of management up in the higher up people, and so they don't do that anymore. Like, used to, the stuff would have been 66% before Easter and things like that, 75 before Easter, and then it would have hit 90 the day after. Well, now they wait till after and it goes 66, 75, 90. So, I said, well, they're still like, I miss $11 a piece. I'm gonna wait. And if it's meant to be, I'll catch them when they hit, 75 or 90. And y'all know I can't drive right now. So this morning I was on the internet looking at stores for sales and stuff, and I saw they marked down to 75% off on the Easter today. And they're not online. They sold out online a long time ago for these runners. And usually they used to not do 75% off online. It never went past 66% until this change. Now it does go down 66 and 75. It doesn't go to 90 online, if y'all don't know that. I can tell you anything about Hobby Lobby's rules and stuff. Anyway, funny thing. So my husband works pretty close to where the Hobby Lobby is. I told y'all it's about 45 minutes from our house. And so I text my husband and I said, hey, hon, he don't get off till 7:30. I said, could you get over to Hobby Lobby before 8 o'clock? He said, yeah, why? I said, well, they hit 75% off on the Easter and I want to get them runners. I said, I'm going to call out there and see if they still have them and if they'll hold them for me. And so he says, yeah. He said, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. And so I called out there. And the girl that answered the phone says, I'm going to have to transfer you to a front end person. So she transferred me. And I asked the lady, I said, if you saw me, you would know who I am. And I said, but I don't know that you know me by name. And she said, she described me and she said, is that you? And I said, yes. And she said, oh, honey, I know you real good. She said, but you're right, I forgot your name. And I said, it's okay. And I said, it's Victoria, by the way. And she said, oh, I know you. She said, you just bought off the jury the other day. You had the cart running over with the jury. I said, yep, that was me. Yep, I did. And she says, I'll hold it for you. And I said, okay. I said, I think we told y'all the other day when everybody asked where I had been, I had said I had had a stroke. Because, I usually go, especially if they're having a clearance thing, I go in there pretty much every day or at least every other day and stuff. And I didn't get to go in there for a couple of weeks and stuff. So it's like, when I go in, then it's like, where have you been? Because you see me so much. And I have a service dog. And so I'm a little more noticeable because, people go in there with dogs, especially in our area, but, everybody loves my dog. So, anyway, she was like, oh, I know right who you are, honey. I'll, yes, what do you want? I'll go over there and get whatever you want. And I told her the numbers that I wanted, the SKU numbers. And I said, I was wanting 10 of these if you have them. And so she said, I think there's still 10 left. And I was like, thank goodness. I said, there were 16 when I was in there day before yesterday. I said, and right underneath them there was a white tablecloth. I said, I'll take one of those. Wanted it for my pictures. And she said, yeah. She said, yep, got one of them left. I got you. She said, do you want me to look around and tell you what else we have for 75% off so I can hold that for you? I said, no, when my husband gets there, I'll make him take a look and not make, but I'll ask. He will. He'll look around and see what else I might want, because that's just what he does for me. He takes good care of me, and he'll look around and see what else I might want. But it was funny because she knew just who I was, and she was like, we will absolutely hold it for you. Now, because I don't think, and I could be wrong, this part don't quote me, because I never asked for them to hold anything for me before. Never been in this position that I can't drive, don't like it. But it's funny because um, I say this to a lot of people: make connections, especially you. Make connections. When the stuff's going on sale. I knew stuff about what was happening with Hobby Lobby long before anybody else did, because I have connections. You know, I knew what was going on sale. I knew when it was going on sale. My boat was there when the door opened because I was getting what I wanted. And I, it's so important to make connections, especially if you guys have a business. Make connections with these people. Like I have the girl that I told you about, the expensive shirts. She goes out of her way for me. She hooks me up. Um, we text each other back and too, and I don't ask. I'm not going to ask her for a discount. I don't expect anything like that by any means. You know what I mean? Sometimes she has thrown things in for me for free, and I greatly appreciate it. She knows I love the grit. I keep getting little pieces. It must be off the blanket, little fuzz things. So she knows. She knows I love the Grinch, and she'd throw in, if she had some Grinch stuff, she threw it in for me as a little gift or whatever. Very kind to do such a thing. Um, you make a nice bond. Be nice to people. You can be nice to people even when they're not nice to you. Um, I'm gonna show y'all one more thing that I know some of y'all just are like, oh God, this girl and her talking. Um, this, the black one was not the better choice, I suppose. This is actually a 40-ounce tumbler carrier. See this? The black is just not as friendly to show y'all. I shouldn't have got the black one out, but it was on the top. And it has the little thing here, and you can connect it. It'll hold up to a 40-ounce tumbler, okay? Then it has this little zipper here. You can put your phone or whatever. Here's another little zipper. Shoot, no, I take that back. That was a story. I told y'all a story. No, there's two zippers. There's a zipper where it's pretty big, where you can put your phone in. Then there's this little zipper thing where you can put some chapstick, your credit card, your little money, whatever. And then it has this little hook. Hook your keys to it if you wanted to, or whatever. And then it has this nice strap. And they were on a flash sale just for an hour. If y'all know that they do flash sales for an hour. So I got me a few of these. Because let me show y'all. This thing is still, because it's been through the ringer this last 2 weeks. But I had bought myself at full price a while back, the pink one. I never had used it. But then I had this, my heart monitor that I have to wear since the stroke. And I have to carry this daggum. This is a monitor thing, but it's a cell phone really, but it's recording what this thing is finding. And if this is not close to this, they don't read and send the information off to the doctors, okay? So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get up and leave this thing laying because I leave my phone all over the place all the time. So I'm never going to keep up with this darn thing. So then I remember this bag. So I just drop it in there. And this has a nice little thick lining too. So it's very protected in there because it's very thick and like quilted, you know. So I've been wearing this thing, guys, like a little crossbow. You know, like a little, see here, like a little crossbow. And this is how I'm keeping up with that monitor. Is it uncomfortable and a pain in the butt to run around the house with this thing on all day? Yes. My God, yes. But I'm just not used to something like this. Unfortunately, I have to carry a big handbag. Back again to my health issues, as y'all know, I shared a lot of that. I unfortunately, y'all know I have an ileoscopy. If you don't know what that is, it's the bag that my bowels release themselves through my stomach area. And so I have to carry extra supplies with me in my purse. I have a bladder disease. Well, that y'all know what that means. I got to wear a pad, and I've got to have that in my bag. And because of my ileoscopy has a hernia wrapped around it, it has a lot of issues. So therefore, I've only found Cottonelle toilet paper works. So I make these squares, I take 2 squares and I rip them apart and stack them up. So I have a little stack of those in a Ziploc bag in my purse. I always have to have, I can only drink Evian water. Wish they'd sponsor me because my God, they get enough money. But anyway, that's the only water I can drink. And I have to carry that bottle. They come in that big size or a little small one. Well, a little small one ain't gonna last me one sip. So I end up having to carry like a good sized bag, or sometimes I carry like a purse book bag, y'all know, and stuff like that. So I'm just not used to something just little that goes across me. It's a little annoying to me, to be honest. And sorry, gentlemen, that y'all had to hear all the TMI there. But so you know, sometimes they'll say, "Why you carry such a big bag?" And I'm thinking, Lord, if y'all had to see what I got to have in this bag, I mean, I can't help but to carry the big bag, you know. And especially right now, because as y'all know, I've told y'all that I have to have that major surgery in my abdominal wall cleaned out, and it could possibly kill me on its own. You know, they were like, be prepared for the worst. Um, and it's got my ileoscopy, coloscopy. It's actually both. Some call it one, some call it the other, but it's actually both. But they had to merge them into one because of the way my colon erupted, burst. Um, and now it needs to be moved. Well, I gotta go. It's my son. He's got to do his daily check. I'm trying to stop him from ringing here. He's got to do his daily check-in, make sure his mama's alive. So I thank y'all for watching. If you watched, I appreciate y'all, the ones that are watching. If y'all have questions, please message me. I'm here for y'all for help, for questions. If I can help y'all with how I get things, um, at wholesale places and different things and try places, let me know. I'm happy to help you. As I've said before, I don't bash anybody for keeping their information. I just think sometimes don't say one thing and do something else. That's all I got to say about that part is, I just wish people wouldn't do that. Don't say you'll share and then you turn around and charge money for it. I'm not here for money, guys. I'm here to help people learn something about health things. Really, as y'all know, that was my first my first mission was to teach about health stuff, and then second, crafting. But I love both, so we'll do both. And I really need to work this weekend on getting that second channel. But in this my crafting, I'm still going to share some of my story because it's still my life, and it still affects my business. Listen, if I had to stay up to 5 o'clock in the morning to pack orders, I'll stay up to 5 o'clock in the morning to get my orders out within 24 hours. I have Poshmark, I have Mercari, I have 5-star reviews. When an order comes in, I get my butt up. I don't care if I'm eating dinner. I get my butt up and I pack that order nicely, and I walk it over to the mailbox if it's just one order. If it's several orders, we put them in a box. My husband drops them off on his way to work. But you bet your bottom dollar before 24 hours that it's on its way. That's just how I see it. Because, I'm trying to be Amazon Prime over here as one person. That's a joke. But I like my stuff. Nobody wants to wait for a month for their stuff. Nobody. And it annoys me when unfortunately, I'm patient about it. I don't email or ask or anything. But when I buy from small businesses and I'm waiting, I'll tell y'all this. I ordered from Fair, which is for wholesale thing for people with business license. And I ordered a bunch of UFDTFs before I knew there was other ways to get them, and several, other people selling them. By the way, we're in the process of buying a UFDTF machine and a DTF machine. Also, I ordered off of Fair. Now this place is an hour and a half away from me that I ordered from. Didn't know that when I was ordering them, but I come to find out because I Googled the name, like, why are they taking so long? And I had to order quite a bit to get the wholesale pricing, which come to find out was not such wholesale pricing, by the way. I've gotten better quality for a whole lot cheaper since. But anyway, that was where I thought I needed to, that's what I thought I needed to do when I started. 6 weeks later, almost 7 weeks later, before I got the daggum transfers. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, that's ridiculous. So, of course, I did comment on that I couldn't, because they continued to email me, put a review, because I just wasn't going to say nothing. But you keep emailing me wanting a review. Well, I'm going to give you a review. And so I was like, your shipping is less than desirable that, it took you this long when I placed an order for quite a bit of transfers. Can't remember what they were, how many they were. 100, 200, it was a good bit. And it was like, that's not like, I'm sure people buy more, but you know what I'm saying? That's still not 5. But that was crazy to me because they also made you buy 6 of each picture that you chose. You know what I mean? Why is my words not working today? Each the only word I can think of is picture. Y'all know what I'm image. Oh my God, Victoria. Each image you had to buy 6 to get that price. And so, if you wanted, so you might not have really wanted 6 of the image, but that was your choice, right? And so then I had to buy more to be able to get a nice variety of things. And so, then I was a little frustrated that it took forever to get them. And then, like I said, now I have found much better quality. Have a fantastic person who can make custom designs, has made me some great things and brought them to life. She does UF DTF and DTF transfers, all different sizes and shapes. She's great. If you guys want any information, please let me know. I'll hit you up. Actually, I'll throw her name up there. It's a little hard to find it, so I might need to send you the link, but it's Echo, ECHO dash printing. Because I know when you try to type that in, a lot of businesses come up. It's kind of hard to find her website. So if you need the link, let me know, because fantastic. Best transfers, best transfers I have seen or had my hands on by far. The quality is superb. She runs deals. Um, Otherwise, even without the deal, her prices are great. Custom work. I mean, who doesn't want someone that you can get a custom something from? Yeah, she's great. Her name is Bo. She's, I think, Bao. Well, it's BAO. I don't know exactly how she pronounces it because we don't, we hadn't spoken in person, so I don't know exactly how she says it. But anyway, she's very kind. You can find her. She has a website on Facebook. You can go on her Facebook so you can scroll through and look at her stuff as well. Again, ECHO dash, like the regular dash, printing on Facebook. She has a group. She has some pictures. Then it also has her link to her master, shop that has thousands and thousands of prints. And then you just message her for customs. Just check her out. Check her out. She has both, and again, I can show y'all some pictures. The best quality, nice thick material, nice coating. Oh, just great stuff. I just can't say enough about them. I'm just blown away. Sorry, y'all know I like to ramble. I'm gonna go as usual. Say that, and I don't as usual. But if y'all want to see the beads that I got the other day, I got some fantastic beads. I did a big order from a nice lady. She carries all kinds of beautiful things. If y'all want me to share her site, let me know. And I can show y'all what I got from her because they're gorgeous. I'm going to do a sublimation shirt today for those of you who's been wanting to see the sublimation shirt, because the last video didn't have volume. Welcome to my volume problem. I don't know what's causing that, because all the equipment is new. I am looking at buying some new equipment as well. As well as working with seeing if I want to work with this editor guy, because y'all don't want to listen to my ramble at an hour long. Bye guys, have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.